What's up guys, we are continuing the Wild Rift Best of 5 that we started a couple of days ago. As always, if you want to avoid any spoilers, you should click on the card in the top right of this video right now to check out that game 1. And with that being said, without wasting any time, we will jump straight into game 2 here, and the draft should start right away. Alright, let's check it out. So GF is again on that blue side. Even after losing, they still decided to take the same side. However, this time the bans are very different. We have a Vi ban coming out of them and an Alistair ban where they actually picked Vi last game, and they also picked Alistair last game. So they really want to switch it up. I mean, you saw the first game, right? They took a fat L, okay? So they really have to switch things up. Meanwhile, Berjaya Dragons banning that Olaf and that Akali, and now we already have a little bit of a weird pick. We have a Xin Zhao in the jungle. Gragas once again picked up in that Baron lane position, and GF going for that Jarvan once again. So they aren't really changing too much. Hold up, they are. No Ahri pick this time, but a Kennen pick. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a mid lane Kennen. Now that is something we have never seen. We have never seen Kennen in Wild Rift Esports. He was already completely nerfed when the Icon series came out, or when it started in all the regions. So this is a first time seeing Kennen for me in esports here. We also have an Ezreal and a Braum pick. So actually GF picking the marksman and support combo of the enemies from last game, and we will see a Xayah and the Rakan pick, and also that Orianna pre-nerf, absolutely broken in that mid lane for Berjaya Dragons. Now these are some very interesting picks. We have not seen a lot of these. Even Orianna, we don't see her often because she is most of the time just banned. Xin Zhao, never have I seen him before. A Xayah, a Rakan, a Kennen, that should be a very exciting game. Let's just jump right into it. I will have to move my camera, of course. Let's not forget that. There we go. Alright guys, this should be really exciting. Ooh. Aftershock Rakan, very standard, honestly. Conqueror on pretty much everyone else except for the Gragas on the Berjaya Dragons. He's also going for that Aftershock. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have not a Conqueror Kennen, but instead an Electrocute Kennen. Fits his little electric rat style, but I actually prefer the Conqueror. Well, after the Conqueror nerf, I would for sure go Electrocute, but that is not a nerfed Conqueror yet. So he's going to be more focused on that burst. But as I'm saying that, we again have a red buff invade on both sides, okay? So both sides just swapping the buffs or just trading the buffs. And now this is actually something that we see a lot in Arena of Valor back in the days. I believe this also happens in Mobile Legends. And since this is the Malaysian Icon series here, I think it's fair to assume, because in Malaysia, Mobile Legends is huge, okay? I think it's fair to assume that a lot of these players possibly quit Mobile Legends to play Wild Rift Esports. And so we can see some similarities, okay, in that macro gameplay. But while I'm saying that, the Braum just gets completely caught out. This is a terrible start again for Geek Fam here. Berjaya Dragons already a beautiful start to the game. They are super happy with this one. The Jarvan will get Dove as well now. I don't think there's a lot of counterplay, especially because Rakan brought Exhaust. So there is no way for that Jarvan to escape. By the way, also something interesting that I wanted to touch upon. Jarvan with the fleet footwork. Okay, so he wants some more sustain in the lane. I guess maybe he was thinking he would lane against Gragas. They already lane swapped. I'm really glad these lane swaps are gonna be gone. I don't think they're that bad. It's just it's some decent macro to it. But the thing is, it's just at the end of the day, it's just a game about guessing. Is the Gragas gonna lane swap like he usually does, or is he not? Is he gonna try to predict your lane swap and still go into the Baron lane so you have the swap play? Like, you know, because Gragas, of course, really wants to lane against two people because he can still last hit with his long range barrel. But most other Baron laners cannot do that. So that Baron laner going 1v2 will lose much harder than the Gragas. So the Gragas team always has an advantage. Now the Kennen is getting called out by this. Oh, Xin Zhao doing a lot of damage. Kennen forced to flash away. Ooh, that is really bad, because in 1 minute the dragon will be up. It is an ocean dragon, which is honestly really nice for Orianna, for Xayah, for Xin Zhao, and for Gragas as well. And Kennen won't have a flash, so his ultimate will be a lot less effective, you know. But yeah, let me just check if everything is right. Yes, sir. Okay. Ooh, that is already a super good early game setup. They only have 2 kills, right, for Giant Dragons, but it is much better than it seems because of that Kennen not having his flash. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. He's cocked. He is for sure. The team fight is gonna be very suboptimal. Xayah going for the Blade of the Rune King. This is pre-nerf Blade of the Rune King, keep that in mind. And Jarvan and Gragas finally having their 1v1. Now this Jarvan is getting wrecked. He is getting ganked as well. He needs to watch out. Beautiful Gragas cask kicks him right into the, well, away from the tower, so they can force his flash. And now again, another flash missing. Keep in mind the Gragas ult will be up kind of soon. Not for that dragon though. But GF actually deciding to just start a dragon because the Xin Zhao went top while the dragon was up. Not the best macro. If he isn't able to follow up well here, oh my god, they get the instant one shot onto the monkey. The cannon runs in, but the ocean dragon is secured by Xin Zhao's smite. Wukong of course dead, so no smite available for Geek Fam, and this seems to be just a complete blowout. Is she gonna be able to catch him? No. She maybe misclicked or something to that blast cone, but this Ezreal is pretty dangerous here with that red buff. I really want to see how this Xayah performs. By the way, a really sick build on Xayah is Proto Belt, because you spread all those feathers, you suddenly reposition with the Proto Belt, and you hit the enemy and catch them off guard with your third ability. And that is something that I'll make a video about soon when I get the chance to. But yeah, it is actually pretty crazy. It's really, really sick. I hope he will go for that. We'll see. Maybe he'll just go for a Zhonya's, the obvious choice. You saw there, the cannon ran in, but not much he can do, man. The dragon is just so low already. If he had that flash, he could have gone in earlier. They could have blown up the Xin Zhao, and then the dragon is not smiteable because both junglers are dead. And yeah, we have in 15 seconds the Rift Herald spawning. We have a Liandry's on Kennen. As you can see, it's still the old items. It's the, I believe it's the pre-nerf Liandry's. This is like 3 weeks old. Maybe it's nerfed. I think it's pre-nerf, guys. It's pre-nerf. So it's still 90 AP on that Liandry's. So of course he's going to go for it first. Just a very good item. Xayah going for Blade of the Rune King into that... what's it called? Last Whisper so far. So he's going to go for a Mortal Reminder, but we have a team fight going on there. The Rakan does not get away right before he can eat the grapefruit. He dies, and it is also a death onto that Orianna. Geek Fam doing much better now in these last 30 seconds. I believe the Rift Herald was secured by Rift Herald secured red side, I guess, because the secured was in red. I think they got it. I think the Xin Zhao was getting it. But yeah, still very good for Geek Fam because they get 2 kills. I think that's worth a Rift Herald. Because Rift Herald, you have to see Rift Herald like 1 tower, okay? On average, it's 1 tower. So if you can trade a tower for Rift Herald, you're doing good. You're doing really well. Because the Rift Herald, he also requires some work to get that tower, and you already got the tower. The Rift Herald doesn't really give you a lot of gold or anything else. He just pushes down half a tower for sure, and then if you can pressure the enemies away, you can get the full tower. And of course, if you blow out the enemy, like if you just completely blast them, right? If you just ace them, then you're looking at 2 towers, 3 towers. That is of course the dream, but that is very, very unlikely, you know? That is not only the dream, that is some dream luck right there. Hey, you get it? Any Minecrafters? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Anyway, mortal reminder completed on that Xayah. She's still sitting on those tier 1 sneakers, you know? I don't know, man. Hey, you know, usually I'm all for keeping my waifus barefoot, but Xayah, not the prettiest feet, all I'm gonna say. Ooh, that Ezreal got completely cocked there. Super low already, had to flash, had to use everything to get away. He's able to get away though, and no kills in the end, but Berjaya Dragons secures the tower, and they are more than happy with that. They secure the first mid lane tower of the game. They already pushed down all tier 1 towers, all outer turrets there, on Geek Fam's side, and it is perfect because we are getting an Infernal Drake. So we will see a fat team fight, even though Berjaya Dragons already amassed a 3,500 gold lead. 4,500? Wow, that is actually crazy. It's almost a 5,000 gold lead at this point. Yeah, that's pretty yikes. BJD is in a very good spot, man. GF really needs to step it up there. And the Wukong is trolling them a little bit with his Kagebuchi no Jutsu, you know, his little double, his little doppelganger. They waste some abilities, but nothing too bad, just a Rakan knockup. Gragas zoning beautifully with his barrel, and it seems like BJD wants to clear out his bottom wave, which they should. They should also try to clear out that mid lane wave. GF has a beautiful position on that one. So yeah, Jarvan is going to clear that instantly, and they can collapse. Oh, he has to disengage from the wave. He has to collapse earlier. He has to collapse faster. This is going to be a Smite team fight. Ooh, beautiful flash in by the Kennen. Red team, the Xin Zhao secures the Infernal though, and it is a complete destruction by BJD here. Never mind, the Kennen gets 1 kill, but still, BJD gets 4 kills, and this Kennen is a little bit stuck. And I'm not talking about the washing machine here, okay? I'm not talking about the good type of stuck. Okay, to all you lucky guys who have a stepsister, I'm just kidding, man, we're going too far again. But this is a complete ace, and it is not a complete repetition from that last game that we checked out, where they just got completely stumped, right? But it is getting there. We're sitting at 10 minutes, and it is roughly an 9,000 gold lead for Berjaya Dragons, which is very, very... is it insurmountable? Maybe. Could be. Honestly, probably. We have the standard... Ooh, what is that, bruv? Is that a good build for Kennen? No Mercury threats. He goes for the cooldown reduction boots. Now, I don't think that's a good idea. I do not think that's a good idea, because Kennen is a champion that is gated by his energy costs, not by cooldowns, actually. So if you spam out your abilities, you will run out of energy very quickly if you have those cooldown reduction boots. You actually don't want to build too much cooldown reduction on Kennen. It is wasted. You're gated by your energy. You know, you're not going to be able to use that cooldown reduction. So yeah, I don't agree with that. You want Mercury threats against Orianna, against Gragas, against Rakan, CC. Yeah, just not a good itemization option. But while I'm saying that, we have a Baron going down to BJD here, and 2 kills as well. Nope, 1 kill only. The Kennen already died, but the Braum is dangerously low. He is not gonna die though. The Xayah dropped pretty low as well, and Gragas seems to be getting a solo kill. But look at this, bottom right of the screen. Oh, is he gonna die to the tower? He does not die. He uses his barrier, and he gets away. Barrier, by the way, needs to get hard nerfed. It is way too broken. Every single champion should go barrier. That's how broken it is. It's really stupid. As you can see, Xayah heal is a mistake. Ezreal heal, mistake. You want to go barrier? Trust me on that one. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, we have a static shift on... I don't like this Xayah build, but if you're this far ahead, you know, you're chilling. It doesn't really matter. She has some Mercury threads as well against the Kennen. Makes a lot of sense. Against Braum as well, the Braum passive. I'm telling you guys, that Braum passive is ridiculously broken. It is Braum's greatest asset. And my man has a shield that blocks skill shots, okay? And I'm telling you, Braum's greatest asset is his passive. That's how crazy strong it is. It is so insane. But hey, it is what it is, man. He can have some strength. He's a cool champion. Look at this, man. Look at him, man. Look at those muscles. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know, man. Look at that back, dude. Look at him. He's huge, bro. Look at those arms. You would only dream of that. Now, I myself am also a 8'9", 400 pounds of raw muscle specimen, you know? So I'm chilling in that regard. I'm not really jealous of Braum. I'm bigger than him. But you guys are probably feeling a little bit of insecurity. But while I'm saying that, the Nexus is gonna go down. Berjaya Dragons is again just completely stomping Geek Fan, man. Completely, man. That is crazy. Now, usually I don't like watching stomps, right? But this one was fun because it was kind of even until mid-game. And also, there were some crazy picks, man. We've never seen Zyra Khan. We've never seen Kennen. The Kennen actually gets the SVP, so he did his job. He honestly did pretty well. Besides getting caught in his jungle by that Xin Zhao, but that was more of a well-played Xin Zhao skirmish engagement, whatever you want to call it, with MVP going to Xin Zhao. Very well done, despite 2 deaths. Let me see those damage numbers. Let me see those damage numbers, guys. Yeah, boy. Ooh, no wonder my man gets MVP. Most damage as Xin Zhao? 14,000? Yeah, that's a little bit nasty, bruv. Very well deserved. He outdamages his marksman and his mid lane Orianna and the Gragas as well, which is absolutely insane. Hey, that was a very nice game, and of course next time we will continue with game 3 of this series. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.